when I was about 20 years old, I was in my junior year of undergrad, I started having very serious breaks from reality. I was using alcohol and drugs to a fair amount, and my friends were very concerned about me. It's a problem when your druggy friends call your parents and say, your son isn't doing that well. And of course, my parents asked, well, is he on drugs? And my friend said, yes, he is on drugs, but this is even beyond that. Something is seriously wrong, or your son really needs a lot of help. I ended up in the state hospital, and I had some violence in my past too. I became violent against someone else, and I also tried to commit suicide several times. I came pretty close to completing my suicide attempts. I was pretty close. Luckily, I didn't succeed, but it was really heavy for a lot of years. I had a lot of anguish. I couldn't get stable for a long period of time. I had a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of fear. All of these things were deep inside of me. I have this thing called schizophrenia, and it's one of these things that sometimes the illness tells you don't have it. It's a very strange illness, especially my type, which was the paranoid type. I get very paranoid of authority figures, of family, of people who are close to me. Sometimes are the people that I was most paranoid about. So it was really difficult for people to help me. It's not like you're completely insane or you're completely sane. I mean, it's like most people have some thought, somewhere along that continuum. I mean, if you talk to people, I've talked to many people, some of them really are afraid of ridiculous things, like I'm afraid when the bathroom light is out, or there's always a time when someone has an irrational fear, and there's always a time when someone has an irrational thought. I just think that people who are really suffering from things like schizophrenia, I think we have more of those thoughts, but everyone has some of them. I think one of the things that people should understand is it's only a part of a person. It's like a lot of times they say this schizophrenic, as if like the entire person's being is wrapped up in this illness. And I can see why some people say that, because it's so powerful. It's such a powerful condition that sometimes people get wrapped up in it. But I think most people are very complex, and they have all kinds of parts to them, and they have all kinds of realities and experiences they've had. And I think people are much more than just the diagnosis. I think where I really took root as an artist was in Patton State Hospital. Both of the times I was there for about 2 years, 2 different times, so a total of about 4 years. It was one of the most free places in the hospital. The hospital is very regimented. There's a lot of rules, and what there were rules in the art studio, but everything was just more relaxed. People were more calm. You could just space out and do art. There was no one telling you have to do 5 artwork pieces in 3 hours, or you have to brush your teeth, or you have to comb your hair. It wasn't like that kind of thing. It was like kind of like, well, here's some art supplies. If you want to talk about whatever you're drawing, we can talk about it. If you need some help mixing a color, we'll help you. So it was like this completely alternate reality that existed, because the hospital was so external, power over, not power from within, but power over. You will act, you will follow these rules, Whereas I think art is like power from within, it's like more like, how will you use your experiences to create something unique and different? Like they give you a blank page and you could just draw whatever, there was no rules, there were no choices. I mean, especially the kind of art that I make, which is kind of abstract, kind of loony kind of looking art. There's not that many rules. I'm not trying to create perspective. I'm not trying to create linear perspective anyway. I'm not trying to replicate something that someone else did. I'm trying to create something new and different that comes from my mind. And I think also that making that art sort of healed me in a way. It allowed me to get whatever bizarre thoughts were in my mind it gave them a space to exist, those thoughts and those emotions, that instead of just living in my head, they could live somewhere else. I always thought about, like, what if there was a place where artwork was really important and mental health was like also part of it, and I just had no idea that the Painted Brain actually existed until about 2012, late 2012. And I joined the Painted Brain right away. I thought this was an incredible place. And the community, the people here, what goes on, you know, the freedom, you know, there's a lot of freedom in the Painted Brain. If you want to do something and you have an idea and you have the follow through, you can pretty much do it. Unless it's something that's going to disrupt people, Dave is very open to people engaging in art and having activities here. And what I think Painted Brain is like a place where people can come together, they can have fun together, they can build projects together, they can interact. Like, one of the things I do here is I work with several artists just collaborating. It's not like I'm just making my own art. I like to work with people and make art in a group together, you know. And I think that's what Painted Brain offers me, that ability, the space to really collaborate. Having experiences that are far outside of the realm of what everyone else had, like I had messages coming into my mind, I had bizarre ideations, delusions, paranoia. It's like that, it's kind of like, I don't have, 99% of that I don't have now, but still, the experience still affects me, you know, and I feel a little bit weird, like I'm different from other people. And I think that a lot of people in mental health have that sense that we're different, that we don't fit in, you know. So it's hard to find a space. Like, Painted Brain is so accepting, it's so welcoming. So it's like one of those places where, you know, you feel at home. I do anyway, and I think a lot of people do struggle from that feeling that, you know, there's no place for me. There's no place in this world for me, you know. Well, Painted Brain has it's a little oasis. You know, you can come be yourself here. It's okay, you know. I hope to continue making art. I want to have some art shows. I want to meet a bunch of people. I want to be a creative person. I want to be active in my community. And I mean, that's about it. I mean, most of my dreams have come true already. You know, I'm stable, I'm healthy. You know, I have my own apartment the first time in a very long time. I feel good. You know, things are good.